Hey guys, welcome to After the Match podcast. This is episode on everything that's going on in the pro wrestling world as of this moment, as of this recording, and all. And this is, I'm very sure, episode 11. If I'm not, please correct me in the comment section right there. I love this because we have a lot of things to get into. But first, I will need to get into like some of the podcast deep dives that I had to watch, and this is gonna be like a newsworthy kind of like a review on the entire thing, the entire world of pro wrestling, and like kind of like my key favorite things that happened through the course of this week. So, as of this recording, relatively 2 days ago, I mean, incredible show by AEW. Yes, you heard me right. Incredible show by AEW. AEW's Grand Slam in Sydney, Australia was this was like my first AEW show in a very long time. Not as if I unplugged from the entire company at once. No, I've been listening to reviews, Jimmy Corners of the world, the JD from NY of the walls, the Jason Solomon stars of the world, literally busted open, keeping me updated. Literally clips here and there, stories all like I've literally been following up on AEW, and I just wanted to be I just wanted to like just clock in here, no spoilers, just go in there, watch the show. I loved the show for sure, but first off, we need to get rid of this John Mosley's Dead Brother theme song. Like I just was reminded how it sucks. Like literally, it takes the air out of the room. I'm like, how does he keep to? Can we? If he's turning face now, let's get back to Wild Things. Like wild things, bang 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 bang. You got my heart sing, bang 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 bang. You and me everything. Oh, wild thing. Jeez, that was good old days. Let's just get back to that. There are shit. Like literally, we should just get rid of it. Let's write it to death. Like it's done. He had a great match. He had a great match with Takeshita Konosuke. They had a great match for the Continental Championship. Like amazing, but like I hated like the hit finishers, like finishers that you heard the word finishers, but they were moves to set up another moves. I mean, hitting a power driver and it's a setup move. Like it was, and literally I was watching it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But I love the last few minutes of that match. They pick it up right up. Great sequence at the end, and it was in a draw. I just love that amazing. It was an amazing match, and well, I think they will get a rematch for another banger in AW's pay-per-view, the first pay-per-view of the year, March 15th at Crypto.com Arena for sure, AW Revolution. So I think there will be a rematch if they don't give it up on a random TV. You know Tony Khan, when something is good and something is praised, he's gonna kill it. So I'm gonna run it to the ground. But this was amazing. I love the match. Like literally, I was just like kind of like getting back into it. Let me just watch this and like no criticism, just watch and have fun. It's Sunday morning. Let's just So the tag team match, Willow White Nightingale, and I know for sure I was going to forget, and I knew it. The tag team champions and Megan Bain and Penelope Ford. The match was great. Somebody debuted at the end, and what was the person name? Lena Crossed. I'm like, who the heck is this? Willow and Harley retained it. It was amazing. We had a Hangman versus Hangman with Andrade. Had a great match. It was okay. It was good. It was basic. But like obviously, anybody finishes after finishes, but we got the match. I wish it was Andrade versus MJF, but I know for sure they won promos and all of that, all that package and all. So yeah, we are getting Hangman versus MJF, and that's gonna be for the AW's World Heavyweight Championship. Utah getting his head shaved after the tag team match. That was just crazy. I mean, Kyle and Mark Briscoe. Like, it's funny how Kyle said he understood people, and then he still went ahead and did what he had to do. Like, these guys are crazy. Like, when the crowd started chanting, "Please don't die," you know for sure you are doing something. Like, there was a spot in this match, the lawn dart, where Kyle Fletcher literally picked up Mike Briscoe. And you know this lawn dart, back in NXT Black and Gold, I'm not really seeing it on the main roster, but like back in NXT Black and Gold, Johnny Gargano used to do this lawn dart, where he picks up his opponent and literally throw them face first into the, not the turnbuckle, more middle buckle, like the turnbuckle areas, and that would just be brutal. But this one had a ladder perched up there, and he threw Mark Briscoe as if Mark Briscoe owed him money or Mark Briscoe fucked his girl. Literally, he threw this man, and I mean, this man's face went face first. It was tragic. I was like, oh, I don't know if I would do that. That's why they are the experts there. And I'm like, shit, damn. And Max, because we got busted open, this was a crazy match. Game 7, match 7 on their list and all of that. And the match, finished well, and I'm like, shit, damn. I was just so happy like that shit ended there. Because you're like, what the fuck am I watching? And talking about MJF and all, MJF and Brody King being the main event and all, and definitely we know for sure that Brody was winning. So MJF won, and Hangman Page came out, to sign the goddamn contract, and throw it right there to MJF. I just love. I think we're gonna get incredible TV. We might get an incredible TV, but I know I'm saying it because I know MJF. Like MJF is gonna get that done and push the edge and everything. The one thing I wanted to discuss was like the promo between Becky and AJ. With the profile, the graphic for the poster for the Church Chamber in Chicago, the center is out, and it's been featured by the husband and wife, Punk and AJ Lee. And AJ is getting a prominent match on the show with Becky. Another match gonna kill it. If those two ladies do what those two ladies can do, and if they are given time, we can be looking at the match of the year right there. If they are allowed to go there and cook. And this would be AJ's first singles match in over 10 years plus. So this is gonna be incredible to watch. Kit Wilson is one of my faves now, like the toxic masculinity shit, and literally he pops the hell out of Truth, Nick Aldis, and way part time Damian Priest. That man could not hold that shit down. Like literally, I was like, damn, Kit Wilson is just the best at this point. He has a match in the Oprah family because literally everybody was doing promos and all of that shit. I love that. The Lash Legend, I don't know why they called Lash up. Like, I get the fact that if Lash has potential, you see it in her and all of that, but at some point I was like, oh shit, damn. Well, I think just like Trick Williams, we need to just give it time, because Trick has superstar written all over him. Trick has superstar written all over him. Trick is just the bomb, and he had a great match with Ray Phoenix, and that was the debut match, when his debut match opponent. So they ran it back, and they had a great match, and I think him is working. Trick's work is coming up again, and I love that. With Johnny Gargano, talk about somebody losing the tag team partner. His tag team partner just lost it in AEW. That he just came in Ciampa. A great sit down that Ciampa had with Renee Young on Close Up, and literally like all the audios he needs to pay. They painted out like literally his family side, and I'm like, what is what I had to go through. You need to go check out that sit down. It was amazing. And that should be one of the if not the longest close up ever in the history of AEW. That YouTube series that Renee Paquette does for them, the close up. And he reviewed so many personal things that it was like, oh shit, literally this guy, because sometimes you see your wrestlers in the ring, and you we know, we can understand that, yeah, there will be battles out there, but sometimes you don't really have an idea of how crazy this thing is. And shout out to the Miz. The Miz was on the Undertaker 6 Feet Under the podcast with Israel, and I I love this one. You know, Miz is a good orator. He knows how to work the camera, work the mic, and all that. Like, just hearing him tell those stories, he knows, understanding that Miz still watches tape even 20 after 20 years in WWE, and like 23 to 24 years as a pro wrestler. It's amazing. That's to show, like, sometimes research, you need to learn every freaking day. Like, try new things, try things out, check things out, go back and watch what other person did, and see how it works for you. Like, I loved everything. Like, literally, like, I like the fact that he was going on in there. You know, he talked about how losing matters, but you have to make it to where it doesn't. You know, this was him addressing, like, sometimes, not sometimes, this was him addressing when you don't have the rocket and the title on you anymore. You need to, understand that you push yourself as if you are big. So just like, I literally, when he was talking, I was like, I know you mentioned Logan Paul using his gimmick, like using his playbook. Like, Logan Paul is the outsider, the one that came from the internet, the YouTuber. Him was here from the real world, like reality TV, and you want to make it as a pro wrestler. You know, the fans will hate you and all of that, and all. And when you don't have no title, you don't have no support from or the backing from the company, it can feel like shit. And Misty goes out there and put on a banger. 2 weeks ago, his match with Camilo Hayes is like everybody, like, literally, Miz was the best match on that card, on that show that day. The Miz, yes, the fucking Miz was the best match on the card. And Miz, on how shocked he is of Logan Paul making WWE faster, and also using his gimmick. Miz, and at the point, one thing when I was like, actually, Miz deserves to have his own podcast. And Taker did call that out for him, and he said, yeah, like, I mean, obviously, it's like a podcast is fit for the Miz, but at the time, because he was talking about, like, he's still doing this full time and all of that, but he did admit that, and we know for sure that the podcast will definitely be in the future for the Miz, and like, literally, that will be one of the podcasts that I would love to watch, because it might be WWE produced. I wish I would want it. I wish it would not be, but we know for sure Miz is a WWE lifer. But even if it is still WWE produced this thing, but it's the Miz. The Miz, literally, see what he did with this episode. This episode was a great one. Talk about great episode. The one with CVV, Chris Van Vliet doing an incredible job hosting Nia Jax. I listened to that on the audio side, and it was an incredible listen. And like, I think that literally was that's the first time, like, listening to Nia outside WWE, like listening to her talk outside the ring, not the crazy terrible promo she dropped. Sorry, Nia, but damn, jeez, that promo was smarter with Last Legend was dead. But like, just going through, seeing Nia talk about, like, the accident that they had with the aunt, talk about this thing, you see, she, like, talking about the story with Alexa Bliss winning her first championship, like, her body weight, and like talking about the Royal Rumble. Like, it's an incredible listen, and if you haven't, you should go check it out. And another great one from MJF. And I like what say we did the like, so as if they were like a walk shoot kind of thing. Like, he talked about vindication and validation for his younger self. MJF on wrestling to him, like, he talked about wrestling, what wrestling means to him, and he really pointed that out as being like vindication and validation for his younger self. This was one of the best. I think this has to be one of the best podcast episode out there. MJF did an incredible job using I was watching on my shit, he's using the Cody Rhodes playbook. Like, I know for sure MJF is his own man, but when you see him, when you like, he's just that good. Step up or fuck off. Like, he talked about, like, wrestling today, how everybody needs to step up or shut up, like, or just fuck off and all that. Like, I love his attitude. He talked about his mind skills, And like he talked about this was him talking about his mind skills and the fact that he doesn't shrink for anyone. He's not gonna shrink himself because you don't want to step up. And this just brought me to one of those things. There was a match years ago between Nia Jax and Charlotte Flair, and I know for sure Nia Jax did mention this on the podcast with CVV, where it literally got real. These ladies now went on themselves, and that match was talked about on Boss FM. Remember years ago when Bully Ray and Dave was like shit. That shit didn't that shit was the shit right there last night, and that was when they were talking about how Charlotte has to walk down for some of the ladies that were being called up at that time, and like some of the ladies she was working with, there was no one to stand at that time, and I think there was a time where people were like considering like, oh, she should move to she like Charlotte is in a stage where she can like have a match with the men, with the boys, and nobody will bat at night because she's that good. So some of the ladies are like bringing her down. So like seeing that match, one of those ones where you're like, it might be true because you could just see the frustration and everything. But I think according to Nia, they squash that, they talk about that, everything is all good and all that. It's just crazy to. So that was that part. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. And BDE. No, not that BDE. Not what you're thinking. I mean, I did not really think about it that way until Chris brought it up. And I'm like, oh, BDE, blah, 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 the experience. He did not hear that yet. It's Brandon does everything. So he talked about fighting for things that evolving character, all of that. Like he talked about like what Eric Young taught him. Right now, BDE is signed to TNA, and BDE talked about so many things. He got in on that. Like you could see him. There was one thing that he talked about. Authenticity. That was what Jeff Hardy taught him. And then this part that he said, consistency is always there when you lack motivation. When you lack motivation, the idea of consistency is what you should offer. Like literally, that was so relatable to me, and that's like right now because I have to go at least in once a week, put something out there, and I did that last week. I did put one or two things that I'm like, I need to put something out there this week, and this is what I'm trying to do so that I can get this out there. Consistency, because if it's motivation right now, I don't want to sit down right here and do this. But this is me pushing the go come, like it's crazy. If it's for the money, then don't even do it. He talked about, at least was his advice for young content creators and all. And it was just like one of those things you look at it like what is going on there and all. And sometimes we all want to do things, want to get paid and all of that, but like at least for now, the goal is you should think of a goal that fits you, that is outside the money. The money would eventually come. That's it real. So like, what's that before the money? So that's the one he's saying we should focus on before the money, because if it's about the money, you know. So it was just crazy. And two things before we wrap up here. This Cody Rhodes qualification to the Elimination Chamber, I get a lot of people were out there mad and all that. At some point, I'm like, if this is getting us to we getting that heel Cody, then take me on that fucking ride. But jeez, we don't need the Super Cody, Super John Cena play. I know he's using the John Cena playbook. Well, MJ is using his playbook. So I mean, cool, but like, man, this WrestleMania season better not fuck up like last year, because it's sure looking like it's like they need to turn this shit up on its head, fuck shit up, mess things up, and like just get us on the right. Like Las Vegas for the third time cannot be the worst WrestleMania place to ever go, because like it's as if they are cursed. WrestleMania 9, last year WrestleMania, they need to turn shit on its head. They need to make things work for real. And man, oh man, I literally like, this is crazy. I just would want to end on this note. Rhea Ripley and Io are the tag team champions. Rio, not Rio. Who? Exactly. So Rhea and Io, I would love it like them defending the championship at WrestleMania. Well, that would be a cool moment, but I don't think we need that. Rhea has never beaten EO. That should be on the biggest stage. I said we are having the Evolution 3, right? But like, that's best fit for WrestleMania. That story. I just need where they lose this title before WrestleMania and just have Rhea get pissed and beat the bloody hell out of you. Like, literally bloody EO and turn heel. I know for sure I know that's a crazy idea because she's making great numbers with merchandise and everything, but like, geez, can we just get story? Let's leave this body thing for like other people can make this money. But I know I'm just saying this as a fan, but as a business person, I don't want to mess with my money. I know for sure TK no one ain't gonna mess with your money too. So like, it's literally one of those things you're like, choose a hill you're gonna die on, and it's crazy. But like, I can't wait to see what they have to do. So it's Mania season, it's February, and we're in Chamber season. So until next time on this episode of After the Match podcast, this is Samuel Lyons. This was After the Match podcast episode 11. And if it's not, please sound off on the comment section and let us know what you think about the top stories, and whatever you think I did not address, you want me to address, sound off on the comment section. Till then, peace.